In this video, we will be going over how to shape your dough. First thing we need to decide is what shape of proofing basket we will be using. We have a choice of an oval one, also known as a Batard, or a round one, also known as a Boule. If you don't have a proofing basket, you can also simply use a bowl lined with a kitchen towel. The proofing basket shape will affect how we shape our dough, so that's why we need to decide ahead of time. We need to generously flour a proofing basket. This will help create a barrier between the proofing basket and the dough so the dough does not stick to it. And we also need to generously flour our working surface so the dough does not stick to that. Once the dough is done bulk fermentation, we can coax the dough out of the bowl onto our working surface. You can either use your hands to do this or a bench scraper, whatever you prefer. Now I want to note that there are many different ways to shape dough. You don't have to do it this way if you have a different method. I'm just showing you what works well for me and what I like to do. Then using floured fingers, we can gently pull the dough out into a rectangular shape. So we're going to take the left side of the dough and fold it just past the center line and brush off a little bit of the extra flour, and then we are going to fold over the right side. Some people will do what's called a storybook fold here. They'll fold the bottom to the center line and then fold the top over that, but I prefer to do the rolling method. So I start at the end and I roll firmly but gently. I want to create tension, but I don't want to deflate the dough. And then we can see some of those ends sticking out, so I'm going to take some of the dough on top and pull it out and fold it underneath to create a nice smooth edge. Now here we can decide if we want to use the oval shape or the round shaped proofing basket. If you want to use a rectangular proofing basket, you can gently use your hands or your bench scraper to tuck those ends in more, give it a little wiggle to create more of a oval rectangular shape, and then you can pull the dough up and flip it into the proofing basket. For a round proofing basket, this is a little more involved, but still easy. You can use the palm of your hands or a bench scraper. At about 4 o'clock, you're going to push the dough and then pull it towards you. Push and pull, push and pull. And you can repeat this about 8 to 10 times until you get a shape that you like. And here I'll demonstrate what it looks like with the bench scraper as well. Once you have a shape that you're happy with, we're going to slide that bench scraper underneath, or again, you can use your hands, and then we're going to flip the dough into the proofing basket seam side up. And now this is a little bit of an extra step. You don't have to do this, but I like to do what's called stitching. There, I just demonstrated how to do it in a oval proofing basket. You're just simply going across. For a round proofing basket, we're going to do more of a clock method. So you take 12 and 6 and fold them toward each other, 3 and 9, etc. You go around your dough until it has all been stitched up, and the stitching just creates extra tension and strength in the dough, so that ensures that it stays strong and you have the best oven spring while baking.